Hey, how's it going, team? It's Nicholas here from Ultimate Surf and Skate, and today we've got the SUPERbrand Vapors. Woo! So the Vapors is not a new model. It's a model that has existed for quite a number of years now, for good reason, and it's still in production because it's a great everyday shortboard, especially for the New Zealand conditions. So what we've got here, as you can see, this one, in terms of outline, we've got that kind of wider sort of nose, mid part of the point, so you've got a little bit more foam up towards the front area. That's to give you a lot more paddle speed and a lot more speed just in the flatter sections. And when we look at that tail, it sort of pulls in down to this beautiful diamond tail here. So that diamond tail, you can kind of think of it as a round tail with some points on it. So you got a bit of that mix of hold, lift and push and speed, as well as that pivot, like a nice release point going on there. So good amount of foam in that sort of tail as well, which will complement the length flick of the rocker there to be able to first get a bit more speed when you're paddling into a wave, but also when you stomp on that tail, that rocker is still going to bury that rail, that tail in to give you that hold. So in terms of the concaves, we've got a pretty big single here. Actually the single goes all the way through the board, but there's also a double that starts from around here and goes all the way through the fins. There's no V in it, so it's a straight single and a double together. So, with the big single throughout the whole board, that's just going to give you a lot of lift and speed throughout, every part of your wave that you're surfing. And with the double, that sort of starts coming, from that front midpoint, all the way through to the fins. That's going to give you that that sort of suction back into the wave when it gets a little bit hollower, and also when you are putting down your turns, you are forcing more water through your fins, which will give you a little bit more speed and control as well. So overall, in terms of and looking at the rocker, we've got quite a moderate low rocker overall. So nice sort of early rise rocker which stays pretty low with a late little flick. The tail also like a low rise from the around here, then a late little flick that I mentioned before. So very, very user-friendly board. Performs phenomenal, hence the reason why we've sold so many of these in the past, especially around the New Zealand conditions. So these are all made in over in Tweeds by Sparrow himself and his glassing team. So very well built. Great boards, just works really well in New Zealand, and you'll be able to get some good waves, catch a whole bunch, all from the west coast, east coast. Out west, we're probably looking at sort of that yay high waves all the way up to probably here, somewhere there. That lives really happily in that sort of region. If you're going to go above that, then you're looking at something like the pig dog, or if you're going to go below that, you're looking at something like the fling. So, real good spread of boards throughout Super, and absolutely stoked to have a whole bunch of Supers back in again. So, quick one here. This is a 510 stock dims, 510, 20 wide, 2.5 thick. This comes in at about 31.5 litres. So, really nice sort of balance of sort of wave catchability in terms of the width and the thickness and the overall volume and the size of it. So again, we work directly with with Sparrow, so whatever you want. If you want thicker glassing, if you just want to cut out the quad rears and just have a thruster setup, any inlays, whatever have you, we do it all. So come on, check us out, Ultimate Surf and Skate, SUPERbrand. Woo!